I learned a lot. And I learned that it makes a difference. This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards, and they weren't allowed to, there was a 3-meter board. If you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boards. And I did, and back in those days, you show how things have changed. One of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board. I'll come up and drag you off.
Donald Trump is the preeminent manifestation that, at least in America, they're up to here with it. They know that Donald doesn't say everything that's truthful. They don't give a shit, because they know no fucking politician gets elected on truth. Our current president is a classic example. He is a perfect example, the manifestation that the world, or America, is fed up with all the bullshit. And I believe that political correctness is a manifestation that the world has a lack of self-esteem.
The Democrat Party is going completely crazy. I mean, think about this. They applaud Kaepernick when he disrespects the flag, but they try to destroy Judge Kavanaugh. That's the contrast here. And the American people see it. They applaud Kaepernick when he disrespects the flag. They embrace Cuomo, Governor Cuomo, when he says America was never that great. They cheer on Maxine Waters when she says go out and harass people like they've been doing to senators. It's great to hear what Senator McConnell had to say as well about standing up to that. That's how radical the left and the Democrat Party has become.
Says I'm no longer covered on your health insurance.
Oh, yeah, they don't cover dogs no more. You could do Cobra for $7,300 a month, though. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
I need that health insurance. You know I have a hernia. What if I need surgery?
Well, if you need insurance that bad, maybe it's time for you to go out and get a job of your own.
yours is now in here. You want a beer?
I'll pass on a beer.
You sure? Okay, say hello.
Yes.
So, this is my sweetie.
Hello.
He's, and I'm crazy. I love you too. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
I'm glad you're here.
Enjoy your day.
You know?
They want to attack me for not trusting criminals. Can you believe that?
Right, yeah. Well, they don't want to think with you sometimes.
They want people attack me because I don't trust criminals.
Yeah.
That's why they attack me. I don't trust any information coming from a goddamn criminal.
Yeah.
And if you look at everybody will agree that the government is corrupt.
Yes.
Everybody, 100% of everybody will agree that the government is corrupt.
Yes.
And they're involved in criminal activities, right? Yet, like, and the government's definitely involved in, like, people have died because of the corruption in government, right? Everybody agrees.
I mean, there's so
right?
much proof, like Bay of Pigs,
everything.
Gulf of
There's so much proof. Operation Northwoods, even like people that like always defend the government, they will acknowledge that Operation Northwoods was real, where they were planning on. So when you look at the government is, if you narrow down the government to one person, it would be like, would you agree? It'd be like the government's kind of like not Arturo Gotti, John Gotti, right? Like a gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah,
right. So for me, it's very similar, right? So if you just, I'm trying to simplify it.
Mm-hmm.
If you just look at, like, I don't trust anything coming from John Gotti.
Yeah.
He's murdered motherfuckers. He's a shady gangster. That's how I perceive the government to be. So anytime I get information from the government, a government agency, whether it's NASA or whatever, NASA faked 6 moon missions, man. I mean, how are you going to believe anything from them?
Dude, I'm
You want to hear another conspiracy theory that you probably don't know is going to blow your mind?
Let's do it.
The day before 9/11, the day before the attacks, Rumsfeld gave a press conference where he talked about trillions of dollars missing. The day. Then a plane slams into the very part of the building where they were doing the accounting.
The joint session
Blows up half the fucking building in the Pentagon. Blows up a wall. Donald Rumsfeld was on, where was it, the White House lawn? Listen to this.
This is like 10 minutes, but it's at the Pentagon. This is on C-SPAN. You can look it up right now.
We got to get to the quote where he says,
It mentions $2.3 trillion in missing receipts. It talks about his, in quotes, adversary.
But see if you could just find the quote. See I know there's YouTube videos. You're what are you looking at? This is looking for
They have
C-SPAN.
clips on here on C-SPAN.
Okay. If you just Google it don't even do that. Just go through YouTube.
the gentleman from California, Mr. McCarthy,
I know.
the gentleman from Louisiana,
You have to see it because you hear him say it and you're like, wait, what the fuck did he just say?
the gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Emmer, the gentleman from Alabama, Mr. Palmer, the gentleman from North Carolina, Mr.
Yeah.
Walker, the gentleman from
Yeah, I think that's
Missouri,
it.
Mr. Smith,
Let's
the
see.
gentleman from Texas, Mr. Brady.
According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Okay, now, again, somebody told you that literally, like right before 9/11 happened, they said they couldn't track $2.3 trillion.
Senator from South Dakota, Mr.
You'd go, no, that didn't
from
happen.
Iowa, Mr.
That did not happen, but it did happen.
Senator from Wyoming, Mr. Barrasso. Senator from Iowa, Ms. Ernst. The Senator from Missouri, Mr. Blunt. The Senator from Indiana, Mr. Young. The Senator from New York, Mr. Schumer. The Senator from Illinois, Mr. Durbin. The Senator from Wisconsin, Ms. Baldwin. The Senator from Maryland, Mr. Cardin. The Senator from New Hampshire, Mrs. Shaheen. And the Senator from Delaware, Mr. Coons.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The members of the escort committees will exit the chamber through the Speaker's lobby doors.